Okay, I was having an argument with a friend, and I was basically saying that there's no such thing as a bad sample. All samples are usable and can be processed in a way that they can sound good for any situation, really. Sure, if you're just talking about like drag and drop samples without any work, you can have bad samples. And they said, I bet you couldn't make a kick out of a white noise sample. Challenge accepted. I'm going to try and make a kick drum out of plain white noise. So first, I'm just going to generate some white noise over here with operator, and let's go here, noise white. I'll just make MIDI notes to generate that noise. Turn it down because it's probably going to be super loud right now. Okay, now I just want to render this out. Actually, I'll freeze it and flatten it. There we go. And now we've got some white noise. Okay, so we need to get from white noise basically to a sine wave. How do we turn white noise into a sine wave so that we can make a kick? We can use resonance from a filter. Let's take an auto filter here. I'm going to boost it up really high. That is not enough resonance, so I'm going to duplicate this. Turn it down because it's going to start getting really loud. Basically, I wanted to start whistling. Maybe one more time. Okay, that kind of sounds like could be turned into a sine wave. Let's duplicate this. I'm going to turn that one off, and I'm going to flatten it again. And let's see what we are left with. Okay, so you can see you kind of got sine waves in there now. All right, now I want to basically pitch down the sine wave and grab a section where it's a bit more flat. I'm going to pitch this down a lot. So I've gone down 3 octaves here. I can go down, actually another octave. So we want to be in the sub frequencies. This looks like a section that could be turned into a kick. Let's grab that. It looks like it could be a good kick drum. So now I'm going to load this into a sampler to start processing it into kick drum. Actually, let me first consolidate it before I throw it in there. Boom, okay. Now I want to start the kick here at like a 0 crossing. Turn this one off, and we're going to put down a MIDI note here at C3. And then I'm going to make the amplitude envelope the way I want it. Feels like a good length. You want to play the pitch envelope now. Bring it all the way up. Bring down the decay. I want to find like a sweet spot where you kind of feel that like punch in your chest. That feels good. Okay. I'm going to bring up my metering so I can kind of see the shape of the kick drum, because that's always really important to me. I know visually what a good kick drum looks like. Okay, I think we can probably increase the decay even more on the pitch envelope. Oh, that's our amplitude envelope that I'm busy increasing, but it sounds good actually at 1 second. Let's increase this decay. Yeah, I'm going to go with 189. Okay, now we can start EQing this a bit. What I don't like is this over there, so I'm going to just EQ that out. And I want more of a snap, more of a click on the kick. Let's bring this down. I'm going to group these, bring down the decay a little bit. Okay, so this envelope isn't ideal. I wish I could change the way the curve looks on the envelope. And I don't think you can unless you switch to sampler. Let's see. I go here into global. Now I can adjust these. So that's more like the shape that I want. The pitch envelope. Let's see if we can adjust this. And maybe bring down the decay now. Okay, it's starting to take shape. Now I want to make another layer. So I'm just going to duplicate this. We're still using the same sample, which is that sine wave made from white noise. What I'm going to do here is I want to have like a kind of a higher click. So we can go onto the pitch again. Can I increase this? No, I can't increase that anymore. So what we want is for this sample to be at a higher pitch. So we can go here to the root note and just bring it down. I'm going to mute this other one. Okay, so we go into the pitch here and make this a really fast decay. And also make the amp envelope here really fast. Turn this off. Now if we lay them together, it's starting to get that click in. I want to take the white noise and I'm going to duplicate this again. And on this one, I'm just going to load in this sample. Yeah, that's basically what I want, is just... Okay, now I'm going to put in some EQ on the whole thing. Okay, that's a nice sounding kick drum. Lastly, I want to put a little bit of reverb on it, just a touch, just to give it like a bit of, make it feel like it's being played in a real environment. Going to Made for Drums. Okay, let's render out our kick drum and see what it looks like. And we can probably add a little bit of a fade on it. And here is the kick drum.